that whole non-royal wedding thing kind of brought up a lot of issues in the black community, you know?
Yeah, it's true. People are probably talking about it, yeah. If they're on a certain...
Yeah, well, what it does is, you know, if you're of a pro-black mindset, you know, and you're, you know, and your mother or your father's not, you know, I say especially your mother, because generally women, no man is gonna be watching that shit. No black man's gonna be watching that shit. I'm gonna say if he is, there's something really wrong with him. To be honest, there's something really wrong with a black woman watching it too. But I guess there's just some sicknesses that we've just accepted with our women. You know, I don't. Maybe they don't know any better. But
yeah, some women like to watch weddings. Like my mom likes watching weddings. She's always liked that. So if there's a wedding on TV, she likes it because she gets emotional watching weddings. So
yeah, but that's what
she's looking for.
That's the point. You know? They're trying to get you emotional. So you'll forget about the fact that in your mother's from Jamaica, which is originally a British colony, correct?
Yeah.
A British slave colony. Should I point out? So these people made their wealth and built their new world upon the backs of your ancestors, right? And a lot of these small island nations that overcame slavery, they went back and they asked for reparations from Britain. And guess what? Britain said fuck no. Britain said go fuck yourselves. You're not humans to us. That's what they said. So instead, you know, a lot it's good enough. It's good enough for most black people, especially our women, right, who are hyper emotional and don't like overlooking principles, to give them a token darky, right? Just marry a token darky and it's supposed to be all good, and we'll live happily ever after, right? Fuck no.
I know
that so-called royal family there in Britain. You know, in the Bible, they're talked about as being the goddamn, you know, what is that? The whore of Babylon. I
heard of that, but I didn't know. That's who they were talking about.
Yeah, it's like a mythological figure mentioned in the book of Revelation. You know, what we're calling Babylon is America. You know what I'm trying to say? And America, Great Britain, and other countries that have you know, France and other countries that have Spain, that have kind of sold their souls and sold their nations out. You know what I'm trying to say? To actively suppress the children of Israel. You know what I'm trying to say? You know?
Yeah, I learned that through a conscious reggae.
Yeah.
That's how I learned about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's now time for them to fall. You know what I'm trying to say? So now that it's time for them to fall, to try and smooth over what the fuck's coming to them, especially in the minds of our women, you know, or of our old sickly mothers who don't know any better, who haven't taken the time to study their history. They put up some image there to try and lessen the fucking what's coming to them. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
To the point where it's like, you know, Christ is coming back as a black man, and these nations on the planet Earth that have sold our people out to get where they're at financially. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
They're the first ones on the fucking the judgment list here. You know what I'm trying to say? They're the ones with the most karmic debt to pay, and that's just not going to be paid off by goddamn marrying some little light skinned girl, whatever. You know, that's not enough. So, I mean, I think that has, like, it's moments like this that kind of bring up a little bit of division in our families, because, you know, you have. You know, you said yourself you had your. I know. My mother was watching it. You know, had the nerve to watch it in my house. It's moments like that you realize how crazy the people that you call your family members are. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Like, I can't change my mom from. Like, she didn't get up in the middle of the night to watch it, but she saw, like, highlights of it when she was at my sister's house.
Yeah,
I know my mom. My mom doesn't know anything about the royal family and stuff like that. My mom's just looking to see what her dress looks like and how she looks, and if she's happy and
yeah, exactly. But that's
you know.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing I keep talking about black people is they have a hard time.
Yeah.
They have a hard time putting principles first and then emotion second.
Yeah,
you know?
They do, and I have that problem too. Not with that kind of stuff, but I do have that problem.
Yeah, we're a very loving people, and you would think that's a good thing. But when you have a narcissistic relationship with other nations of people that have colonized you, it's not a good thing to have to be so empathetic. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's not
to people.
That's
to people that
we are.
Yeah, we have.
That's why we are where we are.
Correct. It's like damn fucking Britain's goddamn freaking. In colonized and enslaved you, didn't want to give you reparations, but you're gonna be all cheesing over their weddings and shit. These people don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, people forget. Oh, that's the thing, and they play off of that. They play off of the fact that black people forget.
They do. Black people do forget. Black people forget so. I know. They forget so fucking easy, man. It's like literally you can like literally like. Fucking rape a black woman, and then in a year from now, you'd be like, you ask her to get married, and she'd be like, okay.
No,
it's true. I'm only saying that because I know because in my own family, okay, my cousin, just a year or two ago, married. She's a black woman, very very, very dark skinned black woman. There's no denying she's black, right? She married recently a white guy. Who in the goddamn wedding chapel had a damn fucking Confederate flag t-shirt on.
Hell no.
And a cowboy hat, correct.
In the chapel? Why would he choose to wear that?
In the fucking church.
Why?
Before he changed into his little fucking suit, whatever, that's what he was wearing.
Yeah.
I didn't really know this guy. I just went, I didn't, my family kicked her father out of her life. So she didn't have anybody to walk her down the aisle. So I had to walk her down. So I walked her down the aisle. And boy, was that the hardest thing I've ever had to do, trying to smile when I'm fucking wanted to kill this fucking guy.
Oh my god!
You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh.
And he's got a fucking a car parked out in the goddamn parking lot that has a goddamn Confederate flag, goddamn fucking thing on the damn fucking hood. A damn Confederate flag on the hood. I'm just in my here's my mom smiling and cheesing through the whole wedding.
Oh, shit.
And I'm just looking at her like, are you fucking crazy? Do you know what kind of savage this guy is? Did you not see his shirt? I'm just saying, it's like the mindset of our women, especially, is to me is absolutely fucking mind. I cannot for the life of me comprehend it. I can't.
How is this guy acting? How did he act after the wedding and throughout the wedding? Like.
He's a fucking pathetic dumb savage. But he's white. Let me ask you this. You tell me if I'm wrong. Have you met black women that have thought that white men, even if they're fucking stupid and they're pathetic, have treated them as if they're better than a black man because maybe because of they're white? Have you experienced that?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So. It's a sickness. Now I'm not saying that we don't that it's not within our men, but I'm just saying that again, like I was saying, traditionally speaking, it's been going on longer with our women because during slavery, for that 400 years, and I would say almost
but she had to use herself sometimes just to ease up a lot of tension in her environment.
You didn't have to. You could have. We all have free choice. We could have fought, died. We could have done lots of things.
No, but some of them gave in, but some of them were forced against their will.
Some of them were raped. Lots of them were raped. Lots of them were raped. Some of them chose to have a certain relationship with white men to get ahead.
Yeah, to make things easier. Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to say is that that's just been that kind of sick relationship between white men and black women has been going on for a long time in this country.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine that happened in the islands and other places where slavery ensued, right?
Oh yeah, it has. Like there's a show on Netflix about slavery in South America. Oh my god, I watched one episode of it and I was like, whoa. Like,
Yeah.
like a lot of the women there ended up with the men. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm saying that black women will do certain things for survival. I'm not gonna say it's only black women, because it's happened with lots of different nations of women. It's happened with Native Americans and other nations of women, but that were colonized. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Where for survival's sake, quote unquote survival in the Matrix, we gotta survive in the Matrix. You know what I'm trying to say? They'll sell their souls. You know what I'm trying to say? And give their souls up while they're on Earth and become drones. You know what I'm trying to say? Completely matrixed out. And that girl that's being married there, she must be a fucking happy little fucking bedwench as far as I'm concerned, because unless she's goddamn trying to get this royal family to goddamn pay reparations to the damn places which they enslaved, she ain't about shit but her own goddamn self. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm just saying we gotta have higher fucking standards. You know, whether black people are gonna have higher standards or not, I'm gonna have a motherfucking higher standard myself. You know what I'm trying to say? For my own sanity. You know, most black people don't give a fuck about to learn their own goddamn history. They're satisfied, generally speaking, with just going along to get along. You know. Eventually, we're gonna have world peace once we have enough sex with white guys and we change our race. You know, and be pretty, like her.
I know. That's what people think.
That's what they think, exactly. Yeah, this is a thing now. Having black women having goddamn designer babies. You know what I'm trying to say? So I mean, I guess at some point you have to decide realistically. Like, is the white man your god? Like, who do you serve? Because as far as I knew, Christ comes back as a black man. You know, so. It's something that the pain that we avoid by especially our women, by not going in and dealing with the underlying hurts that of self-esteem that they have, and what they're willing to compromise to get ahead in this world, quote unquote, financially or materialistically. It's gonna have eternal spiritual consequences, so
it is.
Yeah, it's just for me, it's sad to witness. That's all.